James Carpenter with Country Living. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my videos. Okay, we're going to talk about this 1820s barn that I restored. I've got a bunch of this pallet lumber and I purchased it through Habitat for Humanity. Now the lumber, even though it's skid lumber, which means it's hardwood, it was cut wrong, so there's never been a nail driven in any one of these boards, so it makes them really clean to work with. So what I'm doing now is I'm loading them into the bucket and I'm going to drive them over to the other building. There's a bucket load. And that's what the pile looks like. And that stuff to the left, that's also from Habitat. Alright, now we're going to move this load of lumber over to the other building, where we're going to use it for interior design. What I'm doing now is I'm looking at each board. The ones you see me drop on the ground, they don't meet the cut. They've got some kind of twisted defect or crown problem, something along those lines that's not going to allow it to lay flush. So I'm separating those before I even start the job. I don't want to separate as I go. That'd be too time consuming. Okay, so that angle cut was, I'm going to call it a transition cut. Most of the building has been done inlaid, but this last little section had too many obstacles that were going to have to be either changed, torn out, redone. So it was easier for me to run them on the outside of the 4x4s for this last little section. So the angle cut allows the other style to transition into the new style. That hum noise you're hearing, that's that little air compressor kicking on, which I got that at Home Depot. It works out pretty good. Obviously I got a big air compressor in the other shop, but it's going to be nice to have just a little air compressor down here to, you know, fill up a low tire on a tractor or lawnmower. I've got quite a few plans for this little building, but right now I just mainly want to get the interior done so I can run some more electrical and get some closure on this, and then move all my lawn equipment down here to this building. I'm checking each one of these boards with that little level. I found that if you don't check every board and you let 2 or 3 of them get out of spec, it quickly becomes a big problem. So it's best just to check every board, make sure it's level, tack it on there with that little air nailer. Which I know you probably noticed I've got a lot of rigid tools. I got a lot of DeWalt too. The rigid actually has a pretty good guarantee, so I thought I'd give them a shot. What I've found since I've been using the rigid, that the battery life is not quite as good as DeWalt, but other than that, the tools perform well. I had to reload it. That's a pretty simple process. Alright, so that's how it came out, that little section we just did. You see some of the, you see that little block on the left, that's one of the obstructions that would have given me a problem. That don't look like much of a taper, but that's actually a 45 right there. And that's what it looked like when I got the entire section of the wall completed. Got it all done around the door. That whole area that was messed up, all of it's done. It looks good. I still got to put some trim mold around that door. And we'll take just an overview of the rest of the building. You can't see that because of that plywood, but there is pallet wood there, pallet lumber there, pallet lumber there, and you probably see that pegboard. That pegboard I got from Habitat for Humanity, and that's going to be really nice to hang stuff up. For those of you who are subscribed, thank you. The like button helps if you like the video. Other than that, if you like the content, subscribe. I appreciate it, and have a great day.